Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. And off we go from Ford Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Allen. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To the air once more is McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, it is Allen. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Let's go.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
2nd and 10. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This returnable from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Cut. 180. Hey, lift. Ric Flair. Cut.
Goff going to open up with a throw. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
120.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Here's Goff. He's got his man right side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
120. DC.
On 2nd down, Goff. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run on first down, and here's Allen. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On the set. Ready.
Here's Hawkinson in motion.
18 Ramley. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready. Head to 60. Head to 60. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
On third down, they'll run. And here comes the reverse. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Eating the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Cut. Turbo.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
180.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
180. You gotta bump this up. Hold on. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's out of bounds they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
45 yards.
Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
We go, Todd. 180.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Cut. Black 20. What's that?
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third down and 9.
Cut. White 20. What's that?
From the gun, it's Goff. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
20. Value one.
He's checking. Crash.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here we go. Super 66. What's that?
A 2nd down throw for Goff. This one caught at the 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Cut. 180. Hey, kill. What's that?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up. Set up. Check go.
They'll run with Allen. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down by Kirby Joseph. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's
A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12 yards.
First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Cut. 180. Cut.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
We go tonight. 120. Shell.
Throwing on 2nd down. Got. That's got. It's Isaac to Slav. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
Just
6.
a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Third and 5. To throw is Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Riker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings extend to a 24-3 lead.
Lions 3. Will Reichard to kick off.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And he's got it at the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
We go tonight. 20. Hey, tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Black 20. Merlin.
Throwing here is Goff. He'll let one go down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the handoff, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That is incomplete. There's no way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
17-yard line.
On play action, Goff. He's going to air this one out, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
180. We're good. We're good. Hey, 5. Turbo set.
Throwing, Goff. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And taken. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Going up top. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Right side, and is brought in by Felton. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's to the outside. He's got Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Vikings.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's gonna be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's gonna force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The Lions take over.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A return now from the 4. And this will work out quite well. They'll get us all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Is that?
On first down, it's Goff. It's caught left side by St. Brown. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 7.
We go tonight. 180. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
And he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Cut. 120. Hey, down.
One more time for Montgomery. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Wait, 20. 14. 14. Hey, lift. 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 What's that?
Goff to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
Third down and 9.
Cut. 180. What's that?
Goff in the pistol. His throw, left side, for to Slaw. He's got it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He's got this on target to Addison. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Throwing again is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther, go.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one taken in by Hyatt. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
180. Cut.
To throw is Goff. The second down throw is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Tiger, Tiger. 180. What's that?
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Hold the ready. Come 19. Come 19. Shut up. Shut up.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Headed left, buying time. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Turbo set.
On play action. Goff. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The tight end Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Cut. 180. What's that?
Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
120.
Throwing here is Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Sloth. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Black 20.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
A second down throw for Goff. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
20. Go, 12. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Black 20. Black 20.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Tiger. White 20. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Turbo set.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Sack. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. Carry now for Allen. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go. Cowboy 80.
They go back to Allen. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it is Allen. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.